Hey, what's up? This is probably... Sorry. I should take a little more time to be like, what the fuck is up? How are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm so excited to just be here with you that sometimes I just, like... I'm just, like, my mind's racing. Because I'm trying to keep, like, thoughts in my head. But anyways, this is probably the earliest reaction I've ever made on any video. Thanks for the comments to let me know this came out. I'm not familiar with either of these beatboxers. So this will be pretty dope to do. And see, that's why I talk fast, because I actually completely forgot what I was going to say to you. That's funny. I thought I had some dope shit to say. I mean, it might have been, but I don't remember it. I guess we're just going to watch this now that I have... This is like, see, what would normally happen in real life, right? Like if you and I were hanging out, I'd be like, bro, I lost that thought. Go ahead and say something. And then you talk for like a minute. And I'd be like, damn, what's going on? I'd be listening to you and digging in my thoughts. And then I would pop it out. Oh, I got it. I don't know how helpful this is. There was a lot of the build up, but it came back. Okay, so shit around here changes semi-frequently, you know? Like, between K-pop stuff, guitar stuff, tutorials, now beatbox stuff. We do Indonesian musicians because, like, they're awesome. Guitarists that we're talking about. And, you know, it's a risk that I taking, all the above, past, present, future, all the above. Now, the question is, why? And maybe you're not asking that, but this is for the people who are. Or if you haven't thought of the question, I'm telling you, and now we can talk about it. Which is that if you get in a good spot, right? If you get in a good spot where things are working, whatever that means, like you have a job and you're making good money, or you're a musician and now your music actually sounds dope and people are listening to it. Whatever it is, when you actually find some stability and that stability is positive, then the natural inclination is to double down on that, to ramp that up, to be consistent. But what I have to remind myself is who I was when I was 16 years old. And remind myself there's 16-year-olds out there. When I was 16, I was gunning for people. And I chopped off a lot of people's heads when I was 16 as a guitar player. We don't have footage because that's not how that shit worked back then, right? But right now, there is someone gunning for me. And if you have any type of... And I'm not saying that I'm successful. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you are consistent, that also means you're not developing. You're repeating old shit. There is someone currently who is not repeating old shit. They're doing new shit and they're getting better every day. And as long as they stick with it, they're eventually going to come and cut your head off. That's a musical thing. I use that in terms of like guitar players fighting each other, cutting heads. So I have to keep reminding myself that a comfort zone is comfortable for a reason. It's comfortable because it's not risky. And you, depending on what industry you're in, you can be not risky and like rake in some money. But like in music, it doesn't necessarily work that way. And in a lot of other fields, it doesn't work that way. And that I'm always constantly thinking, if I was me and I was 16, but I was watching my videos, what would I do to assassinate me? And so I'm constantly making moves. All the time. So like, you know, yes. Have a work ethic and a consistency to where you get positive results. Definitely get a track record of being on the uptick, of actually like having good shit happening for you. But it's almost like dividing money up. Like if you have $1, you're gonna cut it up into different types of investments or something like that. Okay, if your dollar is working well, like you invest $1 and you get $2 back. Okay, don't be greedy. How about invest 80 cents and get 80 cents back on that 80 and now take 20 cents and develop yourself. So I'm trying to always strike a balance between making videos that I'm pretty sure people will like, and then also making videos that I have no idea people will like. And yeah, the majority of those videos where I branch out, people don't like them. That's true. Like, people don't like them at all. But the only way I can find a place to something new is to take those risks. So that's the message. The message is, don't be too much one side or the other. If you're too conservative and you just rehash what's already been done, okay, some people will like it because you're doing what's proven to be useful and good and entertaining or educational. And if you go too risky, everyone will abandon you because you're making a bunch of random shit that people don't care about. So you have to kind of like strike this balance with your creativity and with your endeavors of not alienating people who might be on board with you. Whoever it is, even if you only got 5 people who believe in you, don't alienate those 5. So like, be consistent enough that those 5 people believe in you, but then add some diversity to what you do so you have a chance to grow as a person. Anyways, that's my rant. I found it. What? All right, let's go. I don't know any of these guys. I'm excited.
Pira versus VOCODAH. 90 seconds starting on Pira. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. Crowd in 3, 2, 1. Battle.
Gotta walk in there, gotta walk in, gotta walk in there, gotta walk in. Gotta walk in there with some lasers.
Hey, all right.
Gotta walking, smoking some weed, like.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Stay cool and breathe.
All right. I already know what I'm gonna say, bro.
Time.
Okay. I love that in the middle he shifted between being very aggressive percussionally. That's not a fucking word, is it? But being like very focused on percussion and then busted it in some melodic elements, and it had like a nice contrast. Contrast is important. It might be the most important thing in all of music is contrast. We're not going to get into the whole thing about that, but you could really make an argument that the most important musical skill, if you have the ability to play music, is to play contrasting music. It's like the foundation of everything you ever heard. You notice every song has a verse and a chorus? You know what that is, right? Those are 2 contrasting sections. Every style of music you've ever listened to, other than maybe like ambient chill or something, is usually, it's a contrasting section. For like 2,000 years, Anyways. Okay, but back to a complaint, although he didn't overdo it, but I think the only reason he didn't overdo it because his time was so limited, which is, again, let's go to like running like a mile. If you can run a 4-minute mile, you fast, bruh, you fast. Turns out you fast. I don't, well, who cares? Who cares what I run? I'm not a runner. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you run a 4-minute mile, here's what I don't need you to do. Don't run 3 4-minute miles in a row. Bruh, I know you fast. You just showed it. You just ran a mile in 4 minutes. You think it's more impressive that you did 3 in a row? Not really. It is impressive to runners. But anyways, no, I thought that was good. Thought that was, well, is it not cool enough to just be like, I thought that was good? Like, I liked it. Let's go.
Switch.
Wait, oh, for a second, the camera didn't change. I was like, wait, you got 2 sets back to back?
Wanna do lasers? Laser gun, laser gun, laser gun. Goes like laser gun, laser gun, laser gun. Laser gun with a light.
All right.
Laser gun, laser gun, laser gun. Goes like laser gun, laser gun, laser gun.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Is he like the Predator from like it's dope. I'm just making a fucking joke. Chill the fuck out. But like I'm just like, that's funny. He just keeps going back to that sound.
Time.
Yeah. There's so much going on. I think both these dudes are dope. I'm enjoying both of them a lot. Just because I make jokes, chill the fuck out, man. It's all right. It's all right. I'll let you know if I hate somebody. I'll let you know if I don't like them. There are just compositional elements that, and I'm being honest, dude. Like, there are many things that I did for like 12 years, 13 years or whatever. And then I found it was like, let me go study with some bad motherfuckers. And it changed everything. So like this whole idea, okay, yes, there is a shape to performance. There's a shape, right? You have the beginning and you build up hopefully to some type of climax, and then you have to end the show. But a lot of people, I think, misinterpret that. And what they do is they start off with something that's weak. Because if we're doing this horseshoe shape, they start off with something weak and then they move to something super dope. Right? But then they come back off and they don't really necessarily end strong. It's like you can lead with something dope as fuck. It just needs to be less dope than the middle. So you can start off with that like dope level 6, then move to dope level 8, then to dope level 7, and you still have that horseshoe. You don't have to go 3, 9, 4. Right? You feel me? You feel me? You go like 6, 8, 7.
Switch.
Okay.
What? It's kind of awesome.
I'm a king of the bed and the king of the shoes.
Hey, Wait, he said switch it up, but then he didn't switch it. Until that second, I thought he was doing fine. But you can't say switch it up and then not switch it.
With the grind.
Dude, that sounded... Even though I'm going to tell you I'm kind of getting bored on this performance, I'm telling you, though, he does have an extremely unique bass sound that is, like, dope. I wasn't bored at the beginning, but you know. I'm saying the beginning of this segment, not the beginning of this entire video, the beginning of this single performance. Nice roll. Is that what y'all call it? I call it a roll. I don't know what you're talking about, but...
Switch?
Oh, you know what? One like other quick side is you have to be cognizant, again, as a performer, as someone winning over an audience, you have to be cognizant. As a musician, you don't have to be. Are you playing this because it's fun for you or because it's good for the people? There's a lot of shit. Like, for example, country music. I don't listen to country. But when I started like playing country music, because you know, sometimes you play with people and they're like, we're going to play country. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess that's what we're playing. And you're like, oh, this is actually really fun to play. I still don't like listening to country, but it's fun to play country. So sometimes you get this trick where you're having such a good time making the music that you don't realize that if you were not you and you were listening to it, you wouldn't like it.
Go, VOCODAH.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.